Right, y'all, it's your boy Gangs G-Way. What up? Real quick, please, I don't say this too often, please share this video. Um, Basically, I'm making the intro real short because the video is kind of long, young than I usually make because of YouTube attention span. But I really think this is a good video. Basically, it's a conversation between me and the wife that we had, and I like, wait a second, other truckers and their wives or significant other husbands, you know how it go. Have the same conversation. So I'm like, well, let's go ahead and put this on tape. So that's why I say hit share, because I think it's a good video, which is funny because videos I think are good videos, I put them out in the first week, you know, they might get 200, 300, 400 views. Videos that I put out and be like, okay, you know, it's okay. I put them out first week, you know, they might have 7, 8, 1,400 views. You know, it's like, whoa, hold up. So, but like I said, I think it's a good video. Please hit share. And basically, I was home on the 34 when we had this conversation. Just to give you an update with me, ran cross country, dropped the load in LA. I was on recaps, took a good load up to Spokane, Washington, then headed back over to Tacoma, back to the East Coast, which, well, not the East Coast, back to 100 miles away from the house. And so, due to good clock management, I literally, after I delivered my load in Kentucky, I was 2 hours away from Nashville. So basically, I had 2 hours and 20 minutes on my clock. I made it home. Once again, it's your boy Gangsta G-Way. Check out the video. Hope y'all like it. Please hit share. Holla. Right, y'all, it's your boy Gangsta G-Way. What up? As y'all already know, this is the First Lady Galloway. You know what I'm saying? But we wanted to make this video real quick. We pretty much had the conversation, but we're going to touch back on some things. Probably going to title this Trucking and Marriage or Trucking and Relationships, however you want to do it. And, of course, I get asked all the time. And, of course, my wife get asked all the time. Yo, how you do it? You know, you think your wife doing X, Y, Z? And I'm quite sure you get the question.
Yeah. How do you deal with your husband being out for so long?
You know, and technically, y'all know my style of running. I really don't run like that. I think the longest I ever been out probably be 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. And no, I take that back. January last year when race was bad, I was out from January all of February, but I took 34s at the house. Remember? Mm-hmm. I was coming through. If it wasn't a 34, it was a 10. Some kind of way I came through it. So I can't really say I was out like that. And even now, I'm on 34 right now. Mm-hmm. But it's time, most of the time, you'll say I'll be home at least a week a month.
Yeah.
You know, besides the coming through for the 34, I take 4 or 5 days off here, maybe 2 days here. You know. But that's not the point that we're getting at. The point that we're getting at is, like, we covered different aspects of it on younger people, how, you know, they might have a higher, you know, drive to go out there and cheat or whatever.
And then you got older people that's just a little bit more responsible and that don't live life. So when you're married and you're a teen, because I work, I have
good money too.
Yeah, I have a demanding job. So I work a lot and he's gone. And so technically, you know, like when I get home from work, we pretty much talk. I might talk to him when I'm at work too if I'm not busy. And I'll come home and, you know, take a bath, eat dinner, and then I'm in the bed because, again, I got a demanding job, so I be tired. And so my husband is on the phone with me. I go to sleep, and he stay on the phone with me the whole time while I'm sleeping. He probably, you know, playing his game or whatever he's doing while I'm asleep, but he's still on the phone with me. And then until he gets sleepy, and then he'll, you know, wake me up and say, babe, love, I'm getting ready to go to bed. Good night, love you, and then love you, and we hang up. And then we start our next day the same way. So physically, he may not be here, but he's still here because we still go to bed together at night. We still, FaceTime. We FaceTime. So I physically can't touch him. You know, if I want to see him, I call him on FaceTime. It doesn't, you know, again, we're trying to build something. So when you're trying to build something and, you know, with working and trying to
accomplish that goal.
Accomplish that goal for our future. When it's time to sit down, we're going to be ready to sit down with no worries.
Mm-hmm.
So
sit on the porch in the rocking chair, share some peas.
You know, this is the sacrifice you make in the meantime. Because even sometimes when he comes home, I still got to go to work. So absent make the heart grow fonder too. So when he do come home, we don't really have time to fuss, fight. You know, we just be trying to love each other and spend the time together.
You know, like we was just talking to, I think one of the biggest misconceptions, you know, oh, truckers out there hoeing, truckers out there lot lizarding, and this and that. Does it happen out there? I'm gonna say yeah, but is it a large percentage? I'm gonna say no, because even like me and most of the guys I talk to, anybody to run my phone, most of you guys, y'all like me, I pretty much shut it down to name brand truck stops. You know, so y'all know TA pilots, this and that don't have that kind of action going on. Two, you know, I read reviews of truck stop if it's gonna be a mom and pop, because there's some great mom and pops, especially to get some food. And some mom and pops I just won't shut it down at. You know, West Memphis, nah, that's not one of my spots. If I go through there, yo, I'm getting me a doggone plate and I'm about. I'm getting some fuel and I'm about. Y'all know where the area is at. Stop playing. But another thing that we was covering too, when I grew up, this was a guy, I was telling her, it was a guy down the street. You know, he was a truck driver. He was an owner op. I saw him like 2 times a year. He would come home for Christmas. He would come home a couple of days during the summer. Now, come to find out, he did have a whole family somewhere else. But that's guys that stay out there like that. You know, my biggest thing with that, if you're uncomfortable in your relationship, start looking at that money first. Because a trucker that's out there 3-4 months, if that money ain't looking right.
Yeah.
Yo, what's going on? You know, because I just don't see how a guy gonna run 3-4 months straight, 5 months straight, and that money ain't right. I'm just not. Even if the race bad, you can understand a decline in the money, but that money still gotta be there. You know what I'm saying? And I love the point that you covered as far as sacrificing to build. You know what I'm saying? 9 times 10, a lot of truckers is trucking something that gets in your blood. Yes, because trucking is a long game. Trucking is not no, oh, I'm in it for a minute and I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Can it be done like that? Yeah, you get up that bread or whatever, but you got to look at what you done invested in trucking.
Yeah, and yeah, I sacrifice. I think you sacrifice a little bit more because you have a lot of alone time to yourself. I'm not exactly alone because we still have one of the daughters that stay here. Now, with this coronavirus going on, we got 2 of the daughters because one from college, you know, since she can't go back to school right now, she's here. So I'm not exactly alone the way that you're alone. You know, I'm used to kind of being alone at this point. So I do have a tendency of, once I've done whatever, eat downstairs because we're up and downstairs. So again, I work. So by the time I hit upstairs, I ain't coming back down. You know, so I'm in my room and I'm pretty much done. You know, I'm talking to my husband. So like I say, it's just kind of, I think maybe it's an age thing with us. I don't know. You know, I know what I'm looking for and what he looking for as far as the future go. And that is to, you know, because what the government give you is not enough to make it off. You know, once you get to a certain point, because you see older people working in Walmart, because that fixed income is not enough income. So you got to try to save. You know, you got to put something up in savings. You got to, you know, you got to think outside the box, you know, so.
And y'all know about me being a trucker on the op, hell, it had to be a teamwork. My wife carried all the insurance, all the dental work and stuff I got done. And she reminded me how much they take out of a check too. But once again, that's a team.
That's a team effort, you know, even down to having like retirement stuff coming out my check. Besides, you know, us still when he send money, we pay the bills and we put some money up. But I still, on the side, not only do I carry the insurance, I still have them take out so much out my check for a different type of savings, a retirement savings. So it's always thinking, past, okay, my check this much, but you got to look at where exactly did it go. I mean, I make good money. By the time they finish taking out this, that, and the third, it's like, I can't complain. God is good. So.
But back to the subject of people always coming to you, because it even happened to go, how you trust your wife at the house or whatever, this and that. Like, man, I ain't even thinking on those lines. The old saying, if you go look for something, you'll find something. How it go, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think, again, I think maybe it's our age and, living life and been there and done that. So when been there and done that, I think we're both at a stage in our life where I don't have time for games. It's nothing else out there for me. I'm good where I'm at. My husband take care of business, and that's pretty much all that matters to me.
Mm-hmm. Sorry about that. Caught a phone call. Not to get off task, not to get off, so it's probably going to wrap this up. Don't want to be no rambling. We need to get her to the gun range real quick.
I will say this, though. Marriage has to be about trust. And you all have to be on the same page about whatever it is. If you're trying to build something, then you got to know that building something comes with sacrifices.
And I think trucking is probably a high divorce rate. A lot of people can't deal with the significant other being gone all the time, but she just made it a perfect example of how we make it work. Well,
I would say the field that I am in too, I just heard that the other day that like it messed up the person's marriage. I'm an operating partner for Sonic, so our job is definitely demanding. It's demanding to the point where sometimes you have to tell me to turn off my phone. Because my phone, on vacation. So my phone is always ringing, and it's always a problem, and it's always something that needs my attention. Do I have managers under me? Yeah. Capable managers? Yeah. But I still run the business. The
buck stops with you.
Yeah, the buck starts with me. So with that being said, again, I know people that done got divorced behind this job, the type of job that I hold, even down to your kids complain, about, oh, all you did, because I know mine definitely do. I have grown children, and, quite often they say, you missed this when I was in school, you missed that when I was in school, and I had to turn around and say, I'm not going to apologize for trying to make sure that I provided and made sure that you had new school clothes and you had a good Christmas and you had a good birthday. I was out there getting it. So if that meant, once again, that sacrifice, if that meant I had to sacrifice seeing you play ball today, or I had to sacrifice missing you in the chorus, or I had to sacrifice missing seeing your play, then that's what I had to do to make sure that you all had what y'all needed.
And, the same for me, my situation is different. I was a single father, grown kids on both sides of the table. Luckily, I was running my own business at the time, so I had time to attend a couple of things, but it was things that I didn't attend. Especially when it came down to the last one, my transition into trucking, I was gone. And that's when,
by the grace of God, at least, at that point with his last one, I actually was in the picture. So, where he missed it, the last one got what the other ones didn't get. Well, the other ones got his time. The last one didn't get his time, but the last one got, when it came to his prom, he got the highest darn tuxedo. He threw a fit, but I was there. So I was like, let him have it. He the baby. He just got what the other ones didn't get, financially. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, at that point, me and him was together.
Can't win from losing when it comes with these kids. And not to get off task, we're learning. Grown, we're at a different stage in life than other people. This is your second. I ain't gonna say which number this is for me, but this is my last.
No. Let's be honest. This is his third. The third is the charmer. So, yeah, this better be his last. I think I'm a little different than what he's used to. So, which it works for both of us. He's different than what I'm used to too. He make me better.
Used to. She makes me better.
We make each other better. And this would be off subject, but it has something to do with it too. So by us coming together as a whole, we have a total of 7 kids. All 7 grown. Me and him don't have too many disagreements. I'd be damn if them kids don't make us disagree. And they're grown.
Yeah, we'd have had to find common ground on that too. It's like we're trying to live our best lives, and my wife made a comment, the kids will sit there and grown kids will sit there and break your relationship up, go on with their lives, and then you're lonely.
And then you're alone.
Yeah.
So regardless of what you tell them, it's so many, again, having grown kids, they have this person and that person. And, us as parents, we see what they don't see. Well, I don't like her, or I don't like him, or whatever.
Which make them go closer to that person.
So you have to learn how to keep your mouth closed and just don't say nothing. I know on my aspect of it, I done had my kids tell me, well, Mom, grown, why don't you mind your business? Okay, cool, great, perfect. Let me mind my business. I got a new husband. Yeah, let me focus on my husband and me, and let me mind my business, because he is my business. So bet. Soon as you do that, oh, you don't care nothing about us. Oh, this going on in my life, that's going on. Didn't you just tell me to mind my business? Now, which way you want it? So this is what we go through with, it makes no sense. I had to step back and tell him, I'll be damned if I'm going to let them break us up, because that's where they go with it. Mine swears him, his swears me. It's not, it's us saying, look, no, we're not doing this. We're not taking care of y'all grown ass. If your lights off, call me. If your water off, call me. If you just can't feed the baby, call me. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, don't call me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay. And I pull up my Facebook page real quick. I had made a post about grown kids. And, no matter how old your children get, they're still children. Mm-hmm. On your age group, just like if you're still blessed to have your mother and father alive, you're still their child, so you're children, and you always just want the best for your children.
That's it.
So I came across this Facebook post real quick, and I want to read it for y'all before I get off the phone.
I went to your page, but I don't know.
You didn't go to my home page. Oh, it got pictures of you at the gun range. Look it up. Okay, let me find this real quick. All right. It's entitled Dear Adult Children. Your parents don't owe you anything. Here's the reality. Our parents are getting older with each passing day. They will not be here forever. Instead of being a constant source of stress and drama, we should be the ones that lighten the load for them. They have already done their job by raising us. It's okay to ask and accept help, but to act if we're owed something is dysfunctional and manipulative. It's time for you to grow up. So anybody dealing with grown kids, you ain't out there alone. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it can be stressful to add grades to your house. Once again, as parents, you have done your job. But just to finish this up real quick,
and I always remember to, you got to put God first in a marriage. You got to put God first in everything that you do, but definitely in your marriage. And you got to trust the person that you're with. So if you don't have that, then your marriage definitely wouldn't work with somebody in trucking. You know what I'm saying? It will not work.
And the book the good book, the Bible, whatever you want to call it, the Quran, the Torah. I believe it goes across the board. You have to be evenly yoked, to even try to go at this thing. Looks, body, whatever fades away. So you have to be with that person. So y'all have to be spiritually connected. All right, I'm finna get off on my soapbox, y'all. Anything you want to finish it up with? All right, once again, it's Gangsta G-Way. Peace. I'm out, y'all. First Lady, Mr. G-Way. All right, holla at y'all. Peace.